Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play The Witcher 3. So, after our last quest ended on an unexpected, sad note, and yeah, Dandelion seems to be really upset about it, I think today we should go and try to find out who did this to Priscilla. And we got a new quest for that, Carnal Sins. So yeah, let's go and meet with the doctor, because I think we wanted to get inside the morgue and examine some of the other corpses, right? So yeah, let's find the morgue and do this. Oh, what is this?
Pretty boy.
Concerned citizen sermon?
Get a lovely pallor like yours.
Remember, dear people, that a fire once lit cannot be stopped, that it consumes everything in its path and only ceases to rage once all has been turned to ash. Men cannot flee this element, and if they bow before it, if they let it into their hearts, they too turn to ash. Search then your consciences and live in accordance with the Church's dictates before the time for penance has passed. Concerned citizen. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't really seem to give me a quest or whatever, but I'm pretty sure it means something.
Oh, hey.
Well, let's just shortcut here. And we need to go down here? I see.
Well then, ready for a stroll through the sewers?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready and intrigued.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Is it not better to nip the problem in the bud? I tried to get the temple guard to enter the sewers, alas, to no avail. So I took matters into my own hands.
At no charge. You damned idealists, ruining the market for us.
Yeah. Right. Okay,
Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
so what do we got here? Oh, drowners, of course. Alright. Let's do these guys. There we go. I see more enemies loitering around in the distance. Oh, that's a water hack.
Show me what you got.
Alright.
Excellent fool.
Alright, water hack is dead. Are you okay? Did you fight a drowner? Okay, we killed these monsters. And I see at least one more monster over there, and, well, a bunch of them over here too. Okay, let's take down these guys.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Trobritz. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count.
Okay, well, let's hope for the best. Hang on a second. Take that stuff.
Take the ladder.
Alright, so this is it.
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
A dwarven woodcarver? Okay, let's have a look. Of course I'm going to take all the stuff in here before I have a look at the real objective. This doesn't look like a dwarf.
Looks like necrophages got to this one.
And this is not
Human.
dwarf
Wrong
either.
body type. Let's keep looking.
Okay. Okay, no other bodies in here, so let's check out this place. Ooh, look at all the loot. Take it all. So we have at least 2 doors here. That's not dwarf either.
This isn't it.
Nope. And this doesn't appear to be a dwarf either. Nope, no dwarf. Okay, well, in that case, let's have a look at the other door, I suppose. Ah, this looks like a dwarf, but before I take a look at the dwarf, let me make sure I've picked up all the stuff in here. No, this is just back where I came from. There are actually 2 dwarfs here, so I suppose it's one of them. Yeah, let's have a look.
That's gotta be him.
This one's a she. Remember, beards are no indicator of gender amongst dwarves.
Oh, really? Well, I don't think I've ever seen a she-dwarf in this game. Not that I know of anyway. I may have just mistaken them for a male. Here's another dwarf. There are a lot of them over here.
A dwarf, but the hands. Not a carpenter's. A banker's, more likely.
Okay, so, it's not him either. So, I guess it must be this one.
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Alright, yeah, let's do it.
Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt. Like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Okay, let's examine that.
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes. And some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
Oh, wow. Okay, what about his mouth?
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Okay. Let's look at the torso.
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An
What
egg
is that?
from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
I would guess it's the latter, huh? You know, at first I thought, with the eyes gouged out and something else put into it and the use of scalpel and all of that, reminded me of the experiments or the operation that Philippa Eilhart apparently has been conducting to restore her eyesight. And it makes sense that she would have it tested on someone else first. But the rest of it, the missing heart, the salamander egg, doesn't really make any sense. And I mean, why would she do that? So it's probably something different.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Alright.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded.
Alright, well that's interesting because I'm pretty sure not everyone has easy access to formaldehyde, right? Okay, let's have a look at something else.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience.
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other
Okay.
time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him.
Alright, let's look at the legs.
See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard. Right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Pathology humor,
And
huh?
a different sense of humor.
Okay, well, what about the genitals?
His genitals. We ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
Well, I guess we should be thorough though, right? I mean, he's not going to complain.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
Okay, so apparently that's all I can examine.
Alright. Think I know enough.
Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
This was a ritual murder, this was punishment, no motive, murder is mad. Rather not share my conclusion. Well... I wouldn't vouch for the killer's mental health, but I think it's not number 3 because what he did was very specific. So he had some sort of motive for what he did, I think, even if it's a mad one. But he clearly wanted to do a very specific thing, so there must be a reason behind that. So it wasn't just, somebody who wanted to kill somebody because he's mad. Same for punishment. I feel there are easier ways to exact punishment and, to inflict pain. It doesn't have to be done the way it was done here. So, yeah, I don't know. Ritual murder could be?
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted, drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
Okay, so do you two know each other?
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Okay. Where did you find the body?
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Okay.
Why do you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
I do kind of wonder how old that coroner is. I mean, if 30 years ago he already taught medicine to the doctor, I mean, he doesn't look that old, does he? Kind of weird.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the eternal fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job.
And yeah, what about the coroner?
Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Won't press you. I decide when I've heard enough. Yeah, I don't know. It might be relevant.
I decide when we're done with the subject. What's your connection to him?
An old story, but if you insist. The student protests in 1242, you've heard of them? I led them. Hubert, however, denounced me to the authorities. I landed in prison. There you have it. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Garrett is very suspicious. But yeah, I can't believe that Joachim was a student 30 years ago. I mean, he looks like he's at least 50 years old. But the other guy looks very young. Anyway. Okay, so I have a few leads. Investigate the alley where Priscilla was attacked using your Witcher senses. Examine the place where the woodcarver died using your Witcher senses. And find Eustace, the corpse collector, which is right over here. So maybe we're going to continue with that. He's just around the corner.
Me? Bloody bandits can't go out in the streets no more.
At least before they didn't used to kill women.
Full of foul of the king of beggars. You get no mercy no matter who you are.
Novigrad safe.
Okay, this is a guy we need to talk to.
You Eustace, the corpse collector?
Aye? How'd you know?
Fourth sense, I think it is. You bring Fabian Meyer's body to the morgue?
Fabian. Oh, yeah, I remember. No ice, no art, one of them, right? No purse neither, as I recall.
Okay. Collected any other bodies with those injuries?
One of them? So there have been other bodies like that?
Sure have. Beggars, street urchins, and street walkers. One went so portly, I had to cut her into pieces to fit her in me wheelbarrow. Slippery sow, they called her, on account of her.
Some things are best left unsaid. What happened to the pieces?
What do you mean? Reverend Nathaniel ordered them burned. Every last one.
Okay.
Oh, shame that was.
Shame? Why? Actually, never mind. Another thing that's best left unsaid.
And you searched the body?
You search Fabian's body?
Well, I cast an eye in his pockets. Made sure nothing went to waste.
I call a spade a spade. You rob corpses.
And I call a prick a prick. It's none of your fucking concern. What, you tax collector? Piss off, mutant.
Well, I guess that would explain the missing ring, because he took it. But maybe there was anything else, huh?
Talk. What did you find on him?
I had you wish. Triflings, baubles, glass-beaded ring, handful of coins, and a letter. Look, vellum, quality parchment that. I'll wipe off the writing and sell it as new.
That's human skin. Priscilla. Next victim's name. If you'd given this to the right person, she might not have been hurt.
What the fuck do I care what happens to some Priscilla? We short of wenches in this town.
Yeah, I think he deserved a punch to the face.
Oi, fucking hell, what was that for?
For everything.
Okay, so the killer leaves behind a note with the next victim's name. That is rather odd. Anyway, where do we want to go next? We have the place where the woodcarver died and where Priscilla was attacked. Yeah, let's check out the place of the first attack. That of the woodcarver. I mean, at the moment, I would say my best suspect would be Nathaniel. I mean, he was a torturer, so he would do that kind of stuff. He is in the perfect position to burn the evidence, which apparently he does. You know, burning bodies or whatever.
What's he doing here?
However, if this is, you know, a well-written murder mystery, and this very much feels like a murder mystery, there are obviously a few rules that the writers usually follow, and one of them is that the most obvious suspect is usually not the one who did it. So, Nathaniel might be a little bit too obvious. It would be kind of weird if the first suspect was actually the correct one. I mean, it could be, but it's usually not. And the second rule of a good murder mystery is that the killer is usually introduced at some point during the story. So it's not that you like get the reveal at the end and you find out who's the killer, and it turns out to be somebody you've never met before and you've never seen before. But you know, it's somebody who is already part of the story in some capacity. Maybe not as a suspect, but he will have been introduced to you already. So, I'm going to guess it's either somebody we have met before on another quest, or more likely somebody who's involved in this quest, which at this point means Nathaniel, or the coroner, or maybe even the doctor, although I don't really see why he would help us if he is involved in this. Of course, it feels almost like the game is trying to make him a little bit mysterious, maybe even a little bit shady, I don't know. But he could be involved with it, but I don't think it's very likely. Anyway, I think this is where I have to go. Yes.
Anyone home?
Be gone, or I'll sick me hounds on you. Molly, straight you, come!
Relax. I'm here about Fabian Meyer, looking for his killer.
That's altogether different. Sit, you stupid mutts, lie down. Come on then. Slowly now, lest they bite you.
Well, charming creatures.
Charming as beasts go.
You daft? Even I'm scared of them. A better backing dog than an evil man at your door.
Got someone particular in mind?
Sure as shite. Bugger who did Fabian in. Soon as they'd hauled his corpse off, I run to a mate who raises fighting dogs. Bought these two mutts. Cost me a chunk of change. But I sleep sound at least.
And you are?
So who might you be?
The Stiff's brother. Gus is the name. We ran a workshop together. Meyer and Meyer.
What'll it be now? Just Meyer?
Name it.
Talking
I'll
about
be closing it
inappropriate
down now.
jokes.
As soon as I find a buyer for this shack, I'll head on to Mahakam. Be near my family or what's left of it. So, what do you want to know? What can I tell you about Fabian?
Yeah, tell me everything you know about the murder.
Tell me what you know about the murder, in order, in detail.
'Twas like this. Had some work in Oxenfurt, and I was coming home. Saw a plume of smoke rising over the city. Thought to myself, blast it, gonna miss him burn another hag. But the smoke wasn't coming from Hierarch Square. It was coming from here. See the soot stains? That's where they burned our sculptures. Folk gathered round the blaze, and found Fabian here beside it. They'd already loaded him on the cart by the time I arrived.
Talk to your neighbors. They see anything suspicious beforehand? Hear anything?
Claim not to. But even if they had, they'd not have helped. In Novigrad, folk give bleeding orphans in the street a wide berth so as not to stain their poor lanes. What do they care about some dwarf?
Okay, this is such a CSI question. You know, in every crime procedure you see on television, they always ask, did the victim have any enemies? So, did he?
Your brother have any enemies? Anyone dislike him? Threaten him, maybe?
'Twas Fabian who threatened this one last. Oh, you were a good dwarf, craftsman like no other. But you were an incorrigible whoremonger as well. Whenever we put a bit of coin aside, I'd say, let's buy some tools, quality timber. No, he grabbed the purse and head out whoring. Took to following one in particular. He'd say, 'tis all your fault, dirty bitch, human dish rag, and other obscenities. Don't rightly know what that was about. Maybe he was in love with her.
Know where I can find her? This dish rag?
City cemetery. She died a few days back, quietly in her sleep.
Okay.
Her pont said a fever took her.
Huh. Well, thank you.
Fine. We've talked enough. Need to look around.
Be my guest. Just beware of the dogs.
Okay, let's have a look around.
Statues of the old gods. Nothing but women. Shapely ones.
Oh, I see. Are these like statues of Melitele or Melitele or however they prefer to pronounce this? Personally, I prefer Melitele. It seems like in this game they tend more towards Melitele, but I'm pretty sure they used Melitele too, especially in the earlier games. And I guess they burn them because, you know, the old gods are no longer welcome in the city of the eternal fire. I see.
Bloodstains.
That's where Fabian lay when they found him.
Alright, and yeah, what is this?
Murderer dragged something across the floor. Statues. Or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Well, that was weird. So...
Mind if I go inside the workshop?
I've not even peeked inside since they found Fabian. But I'll open it for you if you want.
Okay, but before I look at that, there is something over here. Oh, another one of those. Huh. Remember, good people, that fire can be both a blessing and a curse. Fire can warm with its flames. Fire can prepare our nourishment. Fire can drive off the horrors of the dark. Yet fire can also scorch, burn and incinerate. That is why we must live in harmony with eternal fire and its commandments. Whoever fails to heed its lessons, whoever lives in ignorance of it, whoever mocks it, the same shall lose his life in its flames. Take my counsel to heart, good people, or you will reap the consequences of your deeds, concerned citizen. So the note that we found earlier was not a coincidence. It may have something to do with this quest. Huh. Okay. Good doggy, good doggy. I just want to take the stuff over here. Anyway, let's have a look inside here. Okay, more blood.
More blood stains, but not near enough to say he bled to death. Unless somebody got rid of the blood, left a few stains behind.
And we have a trail over there, but let's see what else is going on here.
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
Okay. And what it tells me to...
Furniture got knocked over. This looks like it was kicked.
The other place now, but... There is something over here.
Formaldehyde. Doubt Fabian used it.
Ah, okay. What is this? Can I examine this little piece over here?
Eyes. Humanoid. Completely rotten. Nothing here.
Okay, so basically... only confirms what we already knew. Yeah, I think I have examined everything in this place. So I suppose I will go and check out the other place where Priscilla got attacked. Alright, let's do it. I think it's actually pretty close by. Yes, it is.
One drink all I had.
Oi, Witcher! Coroner wants to see you. Been another victim. Told me to say the main door will be open for you. You're to come as soon as you can.
Okay.
Ooh.
Talk to the coroner. But can I maybe still examine this place? There may be other stuff of interest. Yes. we have some clues in here. I can't talk to her. Apparently she's not like,
Hey, sis. That him?
How am I to know? Watch him, see what he does.
What's going on here? Why are these people attacking me? Well, I guess I have to fight them for whatever reason. This is weird.
Kill him.
I mean, I don't want to kill these guys. They're just townsmen and I don't even know why they attacked me. So let's see if we can just...
That's it, you're in for it.
defeat them with our fists. I don't know what you want from me, guys. I am here to investigate a murder. It would be a lot quicker if I could just use my sword on them.
Son of a whore. Eye for an eye.
Okay, we got this guy. I don't know, maybe they think I'm the killer or something. This possibility.
That's it, you're in for it.
But yeah, whatever.
You
Let's
got me
just.
too, huh? Up your ass, deviant! Hoes can fight back!
Yeah, okay.
Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing here?
Getting vengeance. Well, why are you staring? Have you not heard killers always return to the scene of their crime? Me and my brothers are waiting here to give him a warm welcome. For Priscilla. Almost did her in, the whole son.
I know. Here to look for clues and find anyone who might know something.
Fear I can't help you much. But I can tell you what I know.
Well, she changed her mind quickly. So, you and Priscilla are friends.
You and Priscilla friends?
Friends? Nah. But she saw more than a stupid whore in me. Treated me with respect. It mattered. I was looking to give up whoring. Pick up a decent trade. But none would take me. Not as a washerwoman, nor a servant, nor a cook. Felt like a leper, I did. But Priscilla, she was different. Agreed to put me in her play, you see. Lots of the other actors, they were afraid on account of her jesting about the eternal fire. Whistling Wendy on stage, can you imagine it? Well, dream's gone now. I'm back to working street corners.
Sorry to hear that.
You could do worse as work goes. Or so I tell myself.
Okay, I'm starting to see a pattern here. The victims may have been attacked because they were considered to be blasphemous. I mean, the dwarfs made statues of the old gods. Priscilla made jokes about the eternal fire. Again, kinda points towards the Reverend. I don't know. Let's continue to investigate.
Priscilla wasn't the sole victim. You aware of that?
Oh, dearie. Course I was. This didn't start yesterday. Others have died like this before. Beggars, street girls, orphans. But who'd have a drama concern about them? Human rubbish. It's what the guards call us.
Recall any names?
They didn't have proper ones. Baldy, curly, buns. That's what folk called them. No friends, no families. Their bodies were burned long ago.
Alright, well, thank you.
Take care now. I gotta look around some more. Appreciate it if you didn't disturb me.
Naturally. We'll stand aside, behave. But do tell us if you find anything else here.
Okay, so, this is settled. Now let's have a look at the clues here.
A brazier. This time of year?
And we have another scent, probably formaldehyde.
A brazier. This time of year?
No, I don't want to.
I know that smell.
Yeah.
Formaldehyde.
Okay, so it's definitely the same killer.
Human. Priscilla's.
Or maybe the
man's footprint.
killer?
The murderer's maybe. Weight on his heel. took a step back.
Mm-hmm.
Murderer fled before the guards arrived. Ran this way.
And yes, another note. Remember, good people, the light cast by the fire dispels every darkness, reveals each lie, exposes every unworthy and debauched soul. Not even shape-shifting dopplers can hide from its light, not even witches and sorceresses, so adept at fooling the common folk, not to lose women who walk the streets and fog men's minds with their charms. Abandon then the treacherous and immoral magic arcane, cover your bodies in modesty and provoke no unclean thoughts, and the eternal fire will expose for you all monsters and sinners, or else burn you too in its flames, concerned citizen. So he doesn't like, prostitutes either, I suppose.
Trail ends here. Strange. Even I couldn't jump this wall.
Okay. So our mysterious killer can jump very high. That is odd. I don't know if I can do anything with a smell here. I can't examine it. I don't see anything else of interest in the area. So, I'm guessing...
I know that smell. Formaldehyde.
I'm guessing I have found all the clues here, so now I need to go back and talk to the coroner. Anyway, the episode is already pretty long, so I think I'm going to make a cut here and we will continue the investigation in the next episode. So as usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.